And we are live. Hello, how is everybody tonight? Thank you all for being here. I'll do some. My back is itchy all of a sudden. Oh, I hate that. Let me do some shout outs here and then I will bring on tonight's panel. We've got RJ Skarinki here. We're going to get to that, RJ, very soon, I promise. We have got JDC here. What's your willow wish? We're going to get to that here very soon, too. We've got Orc here. What's up, Orc? How you doing, sir? We got Smudge here. What's up, Smudge? We've got Sam in the chat. What's up, Sam? How are you? White Rose is here. What's up, White Rose? Well, thank you all for being here. Let's go ahead and bring on tonight's panel, and we'll dive into some topics. All right, joining me tonight first, this is a gentleman who is obsessed with swag. What's up, Swaggy?
Hey, what's up, Piz? How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you for having me on. Thanks for streaming.
Wonderful. And how is that swag obsession? How is it? Is it improving your life? Is it destroying your life? Are you like the young man in the movie? Has it completely just dominated?
It's forever. We're always in a hopefully we're all in that chase of improving ourselves.
Yes.
So every day, it doesn't matter. Everybody should be trying to move forward, get a little better, so I'm in that state right now.
All right, good for you, Swaggy. Good for you. Proud of you.
Thank you, Piz.
I even wore this shirt in honor of you.
I noticed. I was like, man, that's a great color.
Because I wanted to bring out the swag tonight,
it looks like a dark plum kind of color.
It's it is. So
looking good, Piz.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Also joining me tonight, the ghost with the most, the Daily Ghost. What's up, Ghost?
What's going on, Piz? Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. How you been?
Yeah, pretty good. Not bad, for the most part. Good to see you too, Swaggy. What's going on?
Good.
What's up, Ghost?
What is your obsession, Ghost?
What is my obsession? Just like a general obsession?
Sure.
YouTube.
Okay.
I gotta be honest. I'm on YouTube all the time. Well, not on it, but watching my YouTube stories.
Fair enough. Well, it's good to see you, man. Glad you could be here.
Yeah, same here. Thanks for having me.
Right on, man. Also joining me tonight from the Flesh Wound Features YouTube channel, we've got Dan. What's up, Dan?
Hey, what's up, Piz? Good to be here.
How have you been?
I've been doing well. I apologize. My good mic went out, so I've got a crappy mic tonight, but hopefully I'm heard. But yeah, I've got lots of obsessions.
Oh, well, sure. Well, go for it. What's the number one obsession in the life of Dan? Is it the hat?
Bulk.
Oh,
Peruse a bulk, of course.
I should have known that. I should have known that.
See Cliff in the chat. He knows. He exploits it, but peruse a bulk, of course.
It's not a bad obsession to have. Not a bad one at all. But it's good to see you, Dan. You're coming through loud and clear.
Good to see you too.
Awesome, man. And joining me tonight, we have not just any Chris, but the tallest Chris. What's up, man?
Good evening.
How have you been?
Doing good. Despite a couple of little hiccups here and there this week, it's been not bad.
Good. And your obsession?
Trying to get myself smaller.
Okay. I'm sure there's surgeries for that. Have you looked into a surgery?
Not so much. That's kind of expensive, and I'm sure my insurance is not going to cover it.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably
I mean, what if I said I would donate my stuff to everybody else who needs a little more oomph in their life?
Well, I mean that you
write it off on charity or something.
You could sell like an inch of each leg that you want to take off for people would buy that. People want to be taller.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, I mean, Ethan Hawke in Gattaca the surgeon made him taller. Maybe you can find one that'll make you shorter. I don't know. Just spitballing here. So.
Yeah.
But all right, but thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate y'all taking the time out to hang out with me and shoot the bull. Have you guys seen any good movies lately aside from Obsession? We're going to donate an entire topic to talk about Obsession.
Buffet Infinity. It is an odd movie, but it is so good. The entire thing, it takes place in this small Canadian town, and the entire story is told through these public access commercials and news reports. And there's a cosmic event, let's just say, and things slowly escalate. So different restaurants start beefing, and it just slowly escalates and gets insane. Maybe not for everybody, but it's probably one of the more unique movies I've seen this year. And it was very funny. I enjoyed it quite a bit. If you're a fan of WNUF or SCTV, I think you will have a good time. If you want something different.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you talking about it on the last Flesh Wound show. It sounded pretty interesting.
Yeah, that was quite good. We had a good week for movies. Kenneled is another one. If you don't mind some odd sexuality in that one. It's very disturbing. Probably one of the more uncomfortable gore scenes that I've seen this year. But Kenneled is also quite good. That one's on Screambox, I believe, right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Just judging by the name, all sorts of different imageries bouncing around in my head, and none of it's good.
Furries.
Not exactly. Well, I won't go down that rabbit hole, but it's about a dog walker down on his luck who has a very peculiar client. We'll just put it that way. It's a dude dressed as a dog, but it's a lot more sinister than that. There's furries are lovely people. They would not do anything in that goes down in that movie, I'm sure.
Okay. Interesting. Swaggy, have you seen anything interesting? Anything good?
Oh yeah. Hokum. I saw that in the theater. And
Great.
yeah, that one was that's up there for me so far of what I've seen. And I will say the atmosphere that they had down in the cellar, the basement, whenever it goes there, that is some good stuff, and I like the kind of it was kind of like the murder mystery, little pieces connecting here and there and trying to figure out the puzzle. I was a little on the fence with who's the main guy? Adam
Scott.
Adam Scott. Yeah. I hate it whenever I wouldn't say hate it, but whenever you see somebody in a role like that, it's hard to kind of take them out of what you know them from. But excellent movie. Highly recommend that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, that one wasn't playing anywhere near me. So I'm gonna have to wait. Gonna have to wait for streaming on that one.
Jeez.
Yeah, that sucks. And I love that dude's last two movies, so I was really looking forward to Hokum, but I'm gonna have to wait on it.
That one's as close to a sure bet for everybody as there is. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. And did you Adam's when I think of Adam Scott, I think of Hellraiser Bloodline, of course. And he did an interview not long ago where he said that he actually auditioned for another Hellraiser movie and just figured, well, they're not going to remember that I died in the fourth one. And he didn't get the role. So,
yeah.
But that would have been so cool to see. Like, here he is popping up in like Hell World or Hellseeker or one of those sequels, Like, wait a minute, didn't he die? That'd be pretty funny.
That's weird. That was a Neon film too. Why was that not near you? It's really strange.
Obsessed was near me, but Hokum was not.
Yeah, Hokum was a wide release. That's very bizarre. That sucks. You'll get to see it soon, I'm sure.
I think the closest theater was like an hour and a half, and I thought about doing it, but then I was like, it'll be streaming pretty soon, so I'll just hold off, So
yeah.
Especially with gas prices while they are.
Oh yeah, that's like a $300 trip.
It better be a good movie.
Yeah, you throw in a drink and some popcorn. I mean, good Lord, that's a car payment.
Better be there to massage your shoulders while you watch it.
Exactly. Yeah. Jeez. Ghost, what have you seen lately?
What have I seen? Not a whole lot. I didn't see Hokum yet. I do want to see it, but I didn't get around to it. But I did see what was it, that new documentary? I think you reviewed it, Piz, the Hearts of Darkness documentary.
Oh yeah.
From Michael Felsher and all that.
The Jason Goes to Hell documentary.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I liked that one. I thought it was pretty good. I've never liked or hated Jason Goes to Hell, but I've seen it enough times. But I like docs like that just to gain more appreciation for it. And I think that's what I got out of it. It was a little less. I was hoping more, because the way Felsher was describing that it was going to be more of like a story about Adam Marcus, and Jason Goes to Hell was kind of the background part, which I don't really think is how it played out. I think it really was mostly a Jason Goes to Hell making of documentary. So I was hoping for a little bit more of the Adam Marcus story, I guess. But overall, I enjoyed it, and I just like the fact that it exists.
Yeah.
So,
I loved it. I mean, I love Jason Goes to Hell, so
yeah,
it was made for me. So
yeah.
What about you? So go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the other one I saw, it's probably no one's interested here. The Devil Wears Prada 2. I went to see that and really enjoyed it.
I mean,
yeah, anyone who liked the first one, you'll like the second one.
It's tearing up the box office. It and Michael. I mean, has anybody seen Michael?
No.
I did. It's it's okay for a biopic. I mean, it's very, very fluffy. There's nothing negative whatsoever that they delve into, and it's kind of like a sliver of his life. I think Todd said it ends in around 87. So
yeah. Somebody was talking about it the other day. And they were like, it ends like, in the middle of it, like it ends in an odd place. And they were like, is this a cliffhanger? Is this like, like what are we,
Well, they're going to do the second one. I know they had to pull some stuff for legal reasons. So, because I think initially it was almost going to end with the start of his 93 ordeal. And I don't know if that's still happening in the sequel. I don't know how they avoid it at that point, because that was kind of the hot button issue towards the end of his life. But Jafar Jackson was good as Michael. If you like him and just want to see the performances and everything, you'll enjoy it. But it was mostly a fluff piece.
Yeah, I think it quits before any type of allegation or court case or anything like that. And you're right. I think due to the legal agreement that they came to, they can't say certain things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it and Devil Wears Prada, or Devil Wears Prada Part 2, I mean, they're tearing up the box office. So, and apparently nobody thought this Michael movie was going to be a huge hit, and it's been a behemoth. So, and of course, of course,
damn.
Mhm.
Damn.
Cliff, I've got something here for you. Hold on. That's for you, Cliff. That's for you. Chris, have you seen anything good?
Unfortunately, no. It's been too busy with work and everything else lately. I haven't had a chance to get to the theaters.
Okay.
I do want to see Obsession, though, and definitely Mortal Kombat 2. Hokum, I'm going to wait till streamings. That does look good, but I'm not a big folk horror person.
Okay.
That was going to be my question. Is that I've heard folk horror, and I've heard supernatural. So which is it, or is it like a mix of?
It's a mix. I mean, it's a ghost story, mystery. Folk horror, yeah, people get certain specific things in their head, but I feel fairly comfortable saying Hokum's going to appeal to most everybody. Like it's just one of those movies. It's I think you'll definitely like it, Ghost.
Mm.
I'm the same way as you, Chris. Folk horror in general, I'm just not that I hate anything, but I'm not feeling.
I finally watched The Toxic Avenger, the new one.
Oh,
And I loved every second of it. I was kicking myself for waiting so long to watch it. And I finally sat down and watched it because it was on, I forget, Hulu or one of the streamers. And oh my God, it was so much fun. It was so good. So good. Like I wasn't expecting that. And I loved every second of it. Highly, highly recommend it. So much fun. Jeez.
It didn't feel like I was really worried they were just going to turn it into the typical Marvel formula, and they didn't. It doesn't quite feel like a trauma movie exactly, but it does. It's its own unique, weird entity. And I did. I was surprised. I was not looking forward to it at all, and I thought they surprised me as well. And Peter Dinklage was really good too.
Yeah, and like I was surprised that like there's a lot of heart in it, and like the it's genuinely funny.
Yeah, Elijah Wood was so good.
yeah, I was blown away, loved it. My goodness. Jeremy and I got out to see Mortal Kombat 2. We both loved it. That one was a lot of fun. Such a vast improvement over the first one.
good.
And so much fun. Loved that movie to death. That was another one. I think I loved just about every second of it. Let's see. I also saw Faces of Death. I finally saw the new Faces of Death. Was not a big fan of that one. And let's see if I see anything else. Oh, the new Night of the Living Dead. Dan, I know you talked about that last night on Flesh Wound. I'll probably do a review of it here pretty soon too. It's available on Vudu, and it is, it's something. It's something. So keep your eyes peeled for that review coming from me. Anybody going to see Passenger this weekend?
I am just coming from Passenger.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jeremy, for some reason, he's never until today. I don't think he'd ever even knew Passenger existed. And then all of a sudden today, it was like, go see Passenger tomorrow. He's said it. He's told me like a dozen times today, go see Passenger tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, tomorrow or Saturday, one or the other, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Did the teaser hit him? I know the teaser
must have popped up on YouTube, and he was like, ooh,
okay,
we're going to watch that. So without spoiling too much, Dan, did you enjoy it?
It's solid popcorn horror. It's solid popcorn horror. It's the same director that did Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Nothing mind blowing. I saw that in Corporate Retreat today, and Corporate Retreat. If you have a thing about eyes, it's got some of the gnarliest eye trauma since Lucio Fulci. I won't spoil the gag, but if you got something about eyes, it even made me wince a little bit.
I don't know if I've even heard of this one.
Yeah, me neither.
I won't spoil it. It's a corporate retreat that is not actually a normal corporate retreat. I'll just put it that way. And there's some trials that these employees have to go through.
I see. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Rosanna Arquette's in it.
Alan Ruck from Spin City.
Alan Ruck and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, of course.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good cast.
Okay, cool. Chaotic World, thank you for the $4.99. What are your guys' opinion on Sam Raimi directing the remake of Magic? Yeah, I heard about that the other day. That's apparently his next movie is a remake of the Anthony Hopkins ventriloquist doll thriller
Mhm.
Magic, which I don't remember a thing about. It's
I
been
know
so
the
long since I saw
MST3K
it.
episode. That's about it.
I don't remember a thing about that movie. It's been so long, but I don't know.
I like him still working. I
Oh, exactly.
really appreciate that.
I like him still
he's
working. I just want to see. I don't want to box him into just horror, but like I would love to see a good, nasty Sam Raimi horror movie.
I have a feeling that he might inject a little bit of that into the Magic concept. Is my feeling. I'm not expecting that to look exactly like the original Hopkins film. So I'm okay with it. I mean, I think he still has a great eye for that. And after Send Help, I'm open to him directing a new Magic. It'll get more eyeballs on it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But thank you for that, Chaotic Worlds. Oh, by the way, it's speaking of our horror masters, Dario Argento is going to be writing and producing a brand new trilogy of giallos coming out soon. Trilogy. Not directing, just writing and producing. So
okay.
But I mean, I think the fact that he's still working, he's still being creative. I mean, look, I'm always up for some new giallo, so I'm cool with that.
I did kind of like Dark Glasses, but I haven't really gone back and watched it again.
I liked Dark Glasses a lot. I was surprised by how much I liked Dark Glasses because, some of his stuff before Dark Glasses, he fell off a little bit, but Dark Glasses, Dracula, yeah. Dark Glasses was definitely a return to form. It was really good.
Yeah, I mean, if he can keep up that quality, I'm not expecting him to make another Suspiria in his lifetime at this point. But no, I'm excited. I mean, he's one of the last of the masters of horror, so any movie's a gift at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good way to put it, Dan. Because you can't hold him to that standard of what you're used to, or known him for, I should say, not used to.
Yeah. Well, let's who here has seen Obsession? Chris, I know you haven't. We won't get too spoilery. I think the rest of us have, but the thing that's kind of mind-blowing to me about the movie is this big debate online over who's the real villain in the movie. And I mean, isn't it obvious? It was the cat. The cat is what started the whole thing. So I think the cat was the villain. That's just me. I think it's pretty obvious if you paid attention. But there's this whole, is Bear the villain? Is the girl the villain? Is
Nikki.
Yeah. It's like there's really a debate over this. I don't know. Let's go around the horn here. Swaggy, what did you think of Obsession?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try to frame this the best I can. All right, I went into this movie. It's whenever I saw the trailer, I don't normally watch trailers, but I was like, that one's on my radar. I'm going to watch that one. So I went to the theater and saw it pretty much as soon as it came out. And it had some extremely creepy parts in it. And that woman, I don't know her name, but she sells you on it. I've never seen her in anything else, but she makes it believable. And after I got done with it, I was like, that was pretty good. But the more that I've thought about it, the more I like the movie. It's slowly kind of growing on me the more and more I thought about it. Because there's certain stuff that I'm kind of like, why did he say that? It kind of changes your perspective on it, some of that. And then the think too that it was written and directed by that gentleman, and he made that movie for $1 million. That's what's really impresses me with that.
I think it was like 750 or 800,000.
$750,000 he did
Yeah.
that for.
That's crazy.
That was wild.
Yeah. If you include that in there, that's extremely, unbelievable that what he did right there.
Mhm.
And he wrote it and directed it,
Mhm.
He almost
Indy-
starred in it too.
Indy Navarone is that actress's name, and she was so good. So good.
She makes it believable. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She could go from like tender and loving to screaming in your face and being covered in puke and pee, and it was
And
pretty
just-
wild.
Just her smile, like the fixed smile that she
Yeah.
could give you, is just like, oh man.
All right, Swaggy, here's a question for you. You're in that position with Indy Navarone. How long do you stick it out, even though she's insane?
Just wanted to watch him sleep. Come on.
How long do you stick that out?
See, this is what I thought about too. Y'all know this. A relationship is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you're right. In the beginning, everything was good, but eventually reality catches up with you. I tell you, it's worth the risk.
Is it?
But,
Well, that's the Swaggy I know.
but I don't know if it's worth my life.
Oh no, she wouldn't kill you. I mean, she'd keep you alive as long as possible, because she'd keep you alive as long as possible.
Other people would be put in danger, and that would be the problem. Yeah.
Not my problem.
That's their problem. Yeah. Ghost, what did you think of Obsession?
I guess I'm kind of the opposite of Swaggy in that I liked it enough, but the more I think about it, the less I like it. And I think I'm one of the very few voices out there who are kind of dissenting on this one a bit. I think there was a lot to like, don't get me wrong, and there were definitely moments where I was kind of creeped out. I was kind of even scared a little bit. But there were also moments where it just felt kind of and I know there's supposed to be humor in it, I guess, but I felt like there was a lot of unintended humor. Like almost like people are always surprised when I say, I think it was like Insidious 1 or 2. There was one of them that I saw in the theater, and I swear it was the funniest movie I had ever seen in a movie theater. I just thought it was so just over the top. It was like watching a Marilyn Manson video, for like an hour and a half.
Any of the Insidious movies are hilarious.
Oh my God. Oh, and I had heard, this is the scariest thing ever. So I go to it, and that was my reaction. So I kind of was having those kind of feelings with this, when I wasn't liking it. But there was great stuff too. I mean, obviously the acting was good. I love the atmosphere of it. It looked fantastic. I love the score, especially because it was just like this light kind of synthy stuff that was just kind of like bouncing around a lot throughout. And I thought that added a lot just because it was, so unique. But it was the things like, it's funny, you said that earlier, like the smile, that fixed smile. No, that did not, that was really funny to me. And the whole, like she's peeing on I'm sorry, I'm giving away stuff, peeing on the floor. The whole door, when she taped up the door, it was just so over the top ridiculous. And it took me out of it. That was the problem. And it took me out of those scenes where I thought were really scary and, or more creepy, really creepy, especially at the beginning, like that whole thing when, he was in the car and she's, up on the porch and you just don't know what's going on. It was cool in that way. But the things that took me out of it really took me out of it. And so, yeah, I'm pretty mid-range on this one.
Okay.
But I know everybody loves it, loves it. And I'm trying to understand because I really want to like it more than I do.
So did she pee because she didn't want to leave his side, or was she marking her territory?
I mean, yeah, you could look at it different ways. You know, she was waiting for him to get back, like a dog waiting in front of the door for its owner to come home, or you know, or maybe she was marking her territory. Who knows?
Yeah. Or there was that scene where what was it? It was towards the end when he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna ask for $1 million," and $1 million shows up, like, and it didn't even look like money. That was strange to me. It's things like that took me out of it, and it just felt kind of funny. But the good stuff was really good.
What did you think, Dan?
I had a lot of fun with it. The basic premise is kind of your typical monkey's paw, kind of, wish fulfillment. Nothing unique, but the performance was so good. Indy Navarrete, she really does make that movie. There's a few like little things. The more I think about it, without spoiling anything, this one really, once you have seen it, you could have a long discussion about all sorts of different things. But it did give me anxiety. I've never had a relationship like quite that insane, but it gave me a little bit of PTSD. It gave Kruger and a couple other people in our Discord major PTSD from past relationships. So it's very effective. I get why people are loving it so much. And I don't want to. If you've seen it, there's a lot of things you can talk about afterwards, which is always cool. Like, come out of the theater and have a long discussion, the who is the villain kind of thing. And I think he could have personally avoided a lot of what happened with being vague, but if you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about. I don't think he had to go to the lengths that he did. I'll just say that. I think he would have been okay. But, at the end of the day, it was fun. I was on edge the entire time. It's a great horror movie.
Yeah. Well, Orc has a good idea here. What would you rate it on the Swagameter, Swaggy?
Man, I don't. That's a tough one because, I mean, Dan, you bring up a good point. If you go and you see that with somebody, you immediately will have a conversation afterwards about it. And like you said, there's a lot to talk about there, and man, in the context, I mean, I gotta say, like, I gotta say an 8. Okay. I can live with that.
And who was the villain, Swaggy?
Oh man, to me, after the fact, I thought about it. I don't want to spoil it, but I have less sympathy for the guy. There was some things that he said and stuff like that, and his, he was fine with it to a certain point,
Well, I mean, it's in the teaser, so it's not a spoiler. But when he calls the customer service line, the guy's like, "Well, you chose this for her."
I love that guy's voice too.
Yeah, I did
how
too.
like nonchalant he was. Like,
yeah,
you owe her a moral obligation.
Yeah.
It's the director's voice, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was.
I was figuring
that.
Voice, yeah.
Like, we don't really do that.
Well, to say is having conversation after the movie or wanting to doesn't always mean it's a good movie. I had a big conversation after Halloween Kills.
It'll be a more intelligent conversation.
I think everybody had a conversation after that one.
I really like that teaser trailer just because it was so whatever impression it gave to me was completely opposite of what I experienced. And that's why I'm glad I only watched that first teaser and just left it at that, because I walked in thinking, like, I think it's kind of like this, and it wasn't. It didn't disappoint me. I was just surprised. I was like, oh, okay. So that was, the marketing aspect of it was pretty cool.
That was the first teaser trailer. And really, when you think about it, I mean, that's a really simple teaser. It's just the guy in the car on the phone. But there was just something about it that, like, I don't know. It just, I was all in at that point. I couldn't wait to see it.
What do you guys think about him directing Texas Chainsaw Massacre at this
I
point?
I was actually going to segue into that. Yeah, he is attached to direct a Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, reimagining, whatever.
Which reboot number is this one now?
This would be at least the third or fourth, because there was the 2003 remake, there was Chainsaw 3D, there was the last one is supposed to be like a direct sequel to the first one, though, right?
It is, but it's weird because I remember seeing that one on Netflix. It came out, and I was like, "Wait, this makes no sense canonically." Like a lot of stuff that was like kind of said happened didn't happen. It's like, okay, this is weird. This is a direct sequel.
Well, and Leatherface was a prequel.
Yeah.
So we've had at least 2 remakes, a prequel, a sequel to a remake, and the Netflix, which you could however you want to consider it. We just say it's a there you go, requel. There you go. So yeah, this will be they've rebooted or restarted or reimagined Chainsaw a lot. But if it's going to happen, it was going to happen one way or the other. At least if it's in his hands, it's in capable hands.
Piz, what did you think of the movie?
I really liked it. I did a review, and I thought it lived up to the hype. I don't think it's a masterpiece or a new classic or anything like that, which everybody's been calling it a masterpiece and a new classic and stuff. I wouldn't consider it like, it's not in that echelon, but it was a really good movie, and makes you think. It sticks with you after it's over, and by the end of it, you feel like you've been put through the ringer.
So, quick question. It just hit me just now. It's not about the movie directly, but it's about like all the discussion around the movie afterwards. So, a new classic, a new masterpiece, kind of thing like that. How much do you feel like this may be like astroturfing kind of thing because it made so much money for such a low budget? Like, are we trying to not remake, but kind of like reignite that spark that other previous, like super cheap movies that did great on horror, I think here, Blair Witch Project, of course. What was the one with the video cameras? And Paranormal Activity. Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing, where it's like super low budget but does huge numbers.
That's a great trend because you don't need more than a few $1 million at most to make most horror movies. They really don't have to cost that much. I saw a lot of reviews where people were shocked that this was made for $750,000, but at least as far as the look and everything, I've seen people do that for $100,000. And we need to start making movies cheaper because just all you need is I think you nailed it. That teaser trailer, it intrigued people. That's all it took. Passenger is a very kind of, average popcorn movie, but that had a good teaser trailer. Like that first teaser where the guy's in the car. I don't know anything else about that movie, but okay. Looked interesting. I could tell it was resonating with younger people, which is, of course, the hardest to get now into the theater. So yeah, I don't think that this is a masterpiece either. It doesn't need to be. It entertained the hell out of me for 90 minutes. That's all I can really ask. And, we've seen it. There was that Andrew McCarthy episode, Love to Death, I believe, of Tales from the Crypt. This is nothing new, but it's a really fun concept. And sometimes just the performance sells it. This Indy Navarrete, I think this is a little extreme, but people are already saying she should get an Oscar. I'm not quite there, but I think you'll be seeing a lot of her in the horror genre. I would imagine she'll end up being in the next Scream movie, probably, or something like that. They'll capitalize on this.
I saw a little clip with her today, though. She does not like horror movies at all. So that's interesting.
Well, for you.
That's your bread and butter. Get used to it.
Well, horror is usually kind of like not usually, but it is an entry point.
Yeah, that's the starting point. Yeah,
but
it can be. But I was going to say is she may get this typecast into this kind of stuff and be mainly doing this for a while.
We'll
Probably.
see her in lots of stuff in the
Mhm.
next handful of years for sure. This was a great little, and I know she's done other things, but this was a great, like, what do you call it? A welcoming card or a whatever. Whatever. Everybody knows who she is now. So
I will say too, it's not exactly a kind of like a descent into madness, but you do know from the get go something bad is just going to continually get worse, and I feel like too, I obviously I can't speak for y'all, but I know whenever I was younger like that, there was that girl that I was like, man, I'd give anything in the world for that girl to like me. So I was like, I can relate to that.
Mhm.
And then there's some twists and turns throughout the movie, but I love that type of like, these characters are here and then they're just going to slowly go down,
Mhm. Mhm.
That-
And I didn't dislike Bear. I thought he was a complex character, and like I said in my review, we don't get a lot of those in genre cinema, so I appreciated him for that. Yeah. Hey, we got Ben Grimm here with us tonight. What's up, Ben?
What is the well, the title of this episode here tonight is the Obsession Debate. What's the debate about?
Oh, who's the villain? Is Bear the villain or is the girl the villain? For some reason on social media, there's like a huge debate over it. And like, I don't get it. I don't understand. What's the debate? What didn't people get about it?
Right.
So anyhow,
Yeah.
that was the debate. And I think we've answered the debate. The cat's the villain.
Exactly.
It all started with the cat, and
Those pills, man. It's like, how does it get into pills? I don't understand that. But,
it's
okay.
evil. It's evil. Okay, that's all you need to know. It's evil.
Well, what do you guys think? Who is the villain?
Well, you tell me.
There really isn't a villain. I mean,
Yeah, villain's
Yeah,
maybe not the right word, right?
Yeah. I was going to say is, from what I've picked up so far, I don't know if either are the villain because one accidentally did something. The other one had no control over their actions.
Mhm.
So it's almost like which one is at fault for starting the chaos? Probably the one who accidentally did something, made a wish on a monkey's paw.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I'll
it's a better
defend him.
kind of debate.
I mean, he didn't.
Wait, he didn't
If
know
I-
it? He
if
doesn't say
I-
his accident.
Yeah, if I broke something like that, I'm not assuming I'm going to actually get my wish.
No, I know,
So
but that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
more, that's why he's not a villain in this, but more just fault there, besides the cat.
I think it's because she couldn't choose the relationship, to put it gently. Is
Right.
sort of that's where all the yeah. But
Well, and I think there's also sort of there's also a group of people who want to throw the R word around because when he's making
Yeah.
love to her, it's not really her.
Mm.
So they want to throw that word around, but I do think Bear is the villain. Anybody, everybody's had that. If I had one wish, what would it be? He made his wish. At first, it was perfect. Then he realized there was a problem, and he knew what the out was. He was told by customer service, "Here's your out,"
Mm.
and he went,
Yeah.
I can fix it. Or at first he goes, I can live with this. Then it got worse, and he's like, I can fix it. And every time it just, and then, I think he was the villain. He had an out.
Okay, so that sounds more like villain to me, yeah.
He had an out, but he chose to
just took-
stay the course,
Mhm.
Yeah.
even
He took
though it got
advantage.
worse and worse. Exactly.
Yeah.
And well,
Sort of.
and there is that scene too where he knows that when he wakes up in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
That's what I was thinking about.
He
yeah.
he knows at that point exactly what's happening, and he still chooses to kind of roll with it. And he's he knows what the out is the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So I don't,
Yeah.
in my opinion, he is the villain.
Okay.
We got Christian here. What's up, Christian? Hokum is still my favorite movie of the year. Don't know if we did talk about Hokum a little bit early on. Everybody who's seen it has loved it. I've not had a chance to see it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Regarding Texas Chainsaw, I would just say I'm kind of, maybe he'll do a good job, I don't know, but I'm just disappointed that he's doing that, because like both what was his previous thing, that Milk and Cereal, is that what it's called?
Mhm.
So that and this, and on the posters they're advertising it, from the mind of Curry Parker, which is ridiculous
Yeah.
to begin with. But then it's like, okay, well, if he's got this great mind, what is he doing with this Texas? Why is he doing that? Just do something with your mind. Do something new. So that, to me, that's disappointing and a little kind of concerning in terms of his future trajectory. But we'll see.
I think he's got like 19 different projects in the works. And he's even talked about wanting to make Obsession like a series, like a streaming series, where like every episode is somebody gets the One Wish Willow, and
Okay.
Then be smart to try it right now. If it's anthology, new story every time, why not? I don't know what I want out of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie at this point. I mean, I don't want him to just try and recreate the magic of the original. So I'd like it to be taken serious. I know people like the last movie, but that's not really Texas Chainsaw Massacre to me. But I do think you probably have to take a risk and, I don't know, take the madness out of the typical desolate Texas location. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but we've seen it. They're going to have to try something a little more unique. And that whole idea of somehow he ends up in the suburbs, which I think was the plan at one point, that could be interesting. So
Barker says, I saw a little snippet from him. He really likes the 2003 remake, and he wants his movie to, I forget if he said look or feel or both like that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not the direction I'd go, but it'll probably be better than what we've gotten recently. So there's that.
Yeah.
I definitely could see going a step back a little bit, but a series about the obsession, the make the wish, because I feel like that you could tell those stories a lot smaller. You don't need a hour and a half, long length to tell that story, or various stories.
Well, let me ask you guys, and everybody watching too. You get the One Wish Willow in the mail. It just appears. You've got one wish. You know it's going to come true, but you also know there's going to be consequences. What wish are you going to make? Swaggy, I'm going to start with you.
Oh, man. It always kind of reminds me of the movie, is it The Box?
Yeah.
Where you don't get the wish, but it's like, we'll give you $1 million if you hit that button. But, somebody you don't know is going to die. I always loved that. That was such a great, because, you can imagine what you could do with $1 million. But anyway. Oh, man, I would oh, geez, Piz, that's tough to put me on the spot like that. Oh, man.
I'll go. Cliff joins his wife in the lake.
What was the question again? I'm sorry, I completely missed it.
So if you could have a wish, what would you wish for, knowing that there will be consequences? If you need time, I already have an answer.
Oh, go ahead, Chris.
Okay, so it'll probably be the same thing I always answer when people ask about like superpowers or things like that. And for me, it's the ability to look 30 seconds to a minute in the future. So, something simple, something that can't be abused, something that will not get me caught by any kind of authorities or anything like that, as well as something I can use to make money.
Yeah, just play poker.
Poker, roulette, like any kind of like go to Vegas and clean up. But I would know, hey, better lose this hand before I get escorted out kind of stuff.
Okay.
I was thinking more of the good of humanity. type.
I could donate the money from the casino.
World peace.
Yeah.
Boring
Yeah,
swag.
I was thinking,
What a
yeah,
square.
like,
But the thing is, with world peace, though, you got problems with that because what if it's kind of like the whole Simpsons Treehouse of Horror? Like they wish for world peace, suddenly they get invaded by aliens, and there's nobody to fight back the aliens.
Yeah.
what if I was thinking like, give me the cure to cancer,
But
Listen,
then it might mutate into something else. Like
or
you
even
could
the cure to
still get-
cancer is grinding up orphans. I don't know, like what the hell? Like you have the cure, do you use it or what?
Yeah. It's like it's made out of, I don't know, like kittens or something.
It's really orphans.
Like that's
It's
how you,
just
yeah.
a big,
I don't
big organ grinder of orphans. You just gotta man the machine. You're making cancer cures, but you gotta.
but if
Yeah.
I gotta go selfish, I would say that I would want the gift of wisdom, because that could get me pretty far in life. So
Okay.
And then you realize, oh no, I wasted my wish.
that's a little bit more biblical, but
Infinite wisdom. Okay. What do you think, Ghost? What would be your wish?
Yeah, kind of. I think better health for myself. Just conditions that you're kind of conditions that you're born with, and just wish you didn't have things that kind of hold you back from, achieving everything you kind of want to do. That would probably be my guess, because I can't really think of. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some kind of strange consequences to it, but I think that's where it would lead.
Okay.
Just deal with it.
What do you think, Dan?
Do I be honest or do I, kind of give like something nice? I don't know.
Mhm.
John Holmes appendage. World peace. Lame.
Okay. Let's see. Christian says he would legitimately release the Epstein files. FX Starlord says, "Give me infinite Mountain Dew with health." I think you mean without health issues, but
You don't know what he means. He just might
Mhm.
be.
Piz, you're not getting off this easy. What's your wish?
ooh, man. I mean,
See, because another, it could be like, oh, well, what superpower would you want? But then you're limited to the superpowers.
I should have been thinking about this while y'all were answering. I was too invested in your all's answers. I don't. Oh man.
Hemingway would live forever.
Well, you know what? That would when that cat passes away, Jeremy will be in mourning for a very long time. So I've thought about that. When that cat does pass away, Jeremy will be distraught. So that would be that might be the way I go with it. So, but he's not like he's alive but decaying. He stays the same as he is now. I'd have to word it just right,
Yeah.
like he's a zombie cat or something.
You don't want a church going on, do you?
No, definitely not. I'd have to really work on the wording of
Mhm.
that one. Piss would wish for more shelf space. Yeah. That would be Jeremy's wish, is free cherry cokes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Lauren will touch the slipcases.
Touch
All
all
the
slipcases.
slipcases. There we go. Nice. All right, cool. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. A lot of stuff's going on with Curry Barker. He's got a bunch of projects in the works. One of them's a chainsaw remake, reboot, whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
He's a young guy, too.
He is. Yeah, he's a very young dude.
Yeah, I saw some interview last night. Was him and his dad. I guess they're pretty close and they work together. I guess when I saw it, I was like, oh, the dad must be Curry. No, the kid sitting next to him. I'm like, wow, he looks like he's straight out of high school.
Damn.
Yeah, I think he's like 25, isn't he?
Okay.
Well, let's take a look at some upcoming summer movies. Let's start with the horror genre and see if any of these are on your all's watch list, and then we'll jump over to a few potential blockbusters and see if anybody's interested in any of those. So we got Passenger coming out this weekend, which Dan's already seen. Anybody else excited for Passenger?
I've not heard of it.
Back Rooms. That one kind of looks interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the trailers I saw recently in the theater.
Okay.
Yeah, liminal space horror is really popular right now with Exit 8 and a lot of other stuff like that coming out. It looks fun. Isn't that guy like 19 or at least 19 when he did the short? So there's a big youth movement right now in horror. So I'm curious. It looks fun. I know there's a lot of excitement about it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Well, this isn't necessarily horror, but we've got Scary Movie coming out on June 5th.
Have you saw the popcorn bucket they just dropped for that?
It's a bong.
Yep, just a straight up bong.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I may go watch that one. That one might be pretty funny. I think we need a good old fashioned comedy. When was the last like comedy we had? Like, and let's insult people. Let's insult stuff. Let's make fun of everything. Nothing's off limits. And that's what Scary Movie looks like. And I think that's why it's going to be a huge hit.
I think that's going to make a lot of money. Box office has actually been better than I would have expected this year. People are hungry for a new Scary Movie, and it's really, I think, going to be the first true Scary Movie since the second one. So I love everything I saw about that trailer. I think they're going hard, and the Sinners parody looks really fun.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw a clip today where the killer chases a girl into a break room, and she's like screaming for help, and there's some women having dinner in there, and they're like, this is our dinner time. You know what I mean? This is my lunch break. So she's screwed.
I like that on the poster. The one of the taglines is "Every line will be crossed."
Yes. I think that's needed. We need that. We need a comedy like that to show everybody it's okay it's okay.
Yeah.
We can all laugh again,
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it because it's the original people too. I wasn't a big fan of any of the sequels, really. I know some people like the second one, but same crew from the first one, I'm in for sure.
I've only saw the first two, and I was like, you know what, I'm good. But those were the good ones, I thought.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be it's going to make a lot of money. We got Evil Dead Burn coming out July 10th. Thoughts on that one?
People seem down on it. I mean, I think part of that is just they're not Bruce Campbell stories anymore. But I enjoyed the last one. It's my least favorite of Evil Dead, but that's a strong franchise. I'm not necessarily expecting something to replace Evil Dead 2 or the original in my heart at this point. So I think it'll be a solid horror movie at the bare minimum. I thought the trailer looked fine. And yeah, I'm excited.
I'm with you, Dan. I always support those. Yeah, that franchise is always delivers, in my opinion. I'm intrigued by it, so I'll be there for that one.
Here's an interesting one from Eli Roth. Ice Cream Man.
No Clint Howard, no deal. You can't do that without Clint Howard.
You can't make an Ice Cream Man horror movie.
It's not a remake, right? It's not.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
so.
not, but
why would it need Clint Howard?
Because he's the ice cream.
He's Clint
man,
Howard. Yeah, he's Clint Howard.
But it's not okay.
Well, I understand, but he's like, I think Ice Cream Man. I think Clint Howard. You have to have Clint Howard.
He has to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, and knowing Eli Roth, whether he's listed or not, I would not be shocked at all if he pops up.
I wouldn't either.
Of course not.
I want the Fast and the Furious moment where the new Ice Cream Man just pulls up next to him and they just sort of go their separate ways.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. Just acknowledge the icon is all I ask.
Yes, I agree.
It looks
I
fun.
agree. Let's see here. We have got wait a minute. We've got The End of Oak Street. I'm not familiar with this one. It
Never
is
heard of that.
It's a dinosaur themed thriller.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds more thriller than horror, but
Yeah.
okay.
I do love dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, that's David Robert Mitchell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that does-
Isn't that another one Anne Hathaway's in? I could be wrong. She's like in 5 different.
She
things
is, yeah.
this year.
She's in it. Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, it looked fun. That's not one of the ones that there was like a rumor it could be a Cloverfield thing, is it?
Yeah, I think I read something about that too, but no.
Okay, no. All right.
Did any of y'all pick up the Mortal Kombat popcorn bucket?
Yeah. I got one for Jeremy.
Which one'd you get?
I got the AMC one.
Okay.
That was.
I'm
Pretty,
hoping Evil Dead has one. I've been banking my points, hoping, but they haven't said anything yet.
why are
What
these
was-
so popular?
What would that one be? Would it just be like would it be like the Necronomicon?
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, that would be really, really cool, and that will sell out the first day.
Mhm.
Man. But I don't know. There's a lot of cool things you could do with it. I don't know if there's a specific gimmick in this. I don't think they'll do it, but I was going to say the boomstick.
Ooh.
That would be the coolest. I would imagine they're not going to make a shotgun replica at AMC.
Well, one of the masters of the universe is a big sword that you
Well, that's the
drink
drink,
out of.
though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You could drink out of the boomstick. Yeah. Well,
Might be a little dark. Maybe you don't want to put that on YouTube. Drinking out of the boomstick.
you drink out of the butt of it, not the barrel.
Yeah,
There you go. Everybody's canceled.
You're just doing that Nirvana movie early.
Yeah, there you go.
Could you imagine the controversy? People taking pictures of little kids drinking out of the boomstick with the
drinking out of the barrel.
yeah, like the whole front row of the theater is just little kids with
Hashtag get burned.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. And we've got a new Insidious movie, Out of the Further, dropping August 21st. This is the 6th one.
Oh, I could give a crap. I will say though, the trailer's pretty good. After that last one, which almost starts out like a sex comedy. If you watch that last movie, it's very weird. It's like all right, my dad's trying to go to college with me and be hip and get chicks and all this stuff. Very weird last movie.
Well, the last one was like dad trauma the movie.
Yeah. I didn't care for the last one at all. And I don't hate those movies. More.
They're not fun. They're not scary. They're just kind of like,
I really liked the first one.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. I know I watched the second one and maybe the third one, but haven't had any interest in any of the others.
Yeah, this one, it's like the demons come into the real world, and it might feel a little bit different. Maybe they open it up a little bit more. It looks maybe more action oriented. I mean, I see everything, so I'll see it, but I can't say I'm like excited at this point. I don't need more of that.
So is Clint Howard really making his own Ice Cream Man sequel? Is that a thing for real?
He should. Clint Howard makes everything better. I always reference one movie in particular. It's called Street Corner Justice. And it has early Bryan Cranston, Mark Singer, the Beastmaster. And it has Clint Howard in the opening scene as a homeless man, naturally. And he slices a woman's breast with a razor and drinks the blood in a dumpster. Most bizarre thing I've ever seen. That's his thing, I guess. And he's like a serial killer that the Beastmaster is like chasing through these rooftops. And he makes that movie. He's in it for 2 minutes as a boob drinking vampire killer. I don't know what he is.
Wow.
He's awesome. 2 minutes, and he sold that movie.
Wow. That's wild. And we have got Zach Kreger's Resident Evil dropping in September.
Why not?
I mean, I'm going to see it just to shit on it. I think. I don't know. Like,
I know there was a lot of there. Well, there was some disappointment in the trailer that it didn't look like Resident Evil. And I've not played every Resident Evil game. It didn't look like Resident Evil, but I mean, as long as it's a good zombie flick, I'm cool with that.
Well, and it's also right at the beginning of the outbreak. So would it really look like Resident Evil? Because it hasn't the shit already kind of hit the fan?
Well, no, like the first two games at the beginning of the outbreak. Okay. And then like 7 deals is kind of like its own little thing. I don't know. I mean, it could be good, but from what I hear, the guy's never played any of the games, never heard about the games at all. He's just kind of making a movie, as well as I don't know how much zombies going to be there when they had that one scene in the teaser where like all those arms come out of the door. It's like, what are we doing here?
Why did they hire somebody who then goes, "I've never played any of the games"?
Because he's hot. Because they probably offered him a lot of money. They offered him total freedom.
Yeah,
he was like, okay.
I would be like, I'm not interested. Well, you're right. If they offer you, you got bills to pay. So
Yes.
I shouldn't say that.
I'm not a big fan of weapons, but
No.
at this point, that TV show sucked. I kind of liked the last movie, but it's at that point where, sure, give them a shot at it. It's not holy ground. It'll probably be better than anything we've had in a while. I thought it looked good. Now, I'm not a game guy. I just know the movies, so I don't have any preconceived notions as to what it should be. But I thought it was a pretty solid trailer. That giant man in the sewer that he's staring at, I thought that was
that's
pretty
fine.
creepy.
That's typical Resident Evil kind of thing. I'm saying like the weird kind of like multi-armed thing that's coming out of the door is kind of like, okay, that seems more supernatural the way it was kind of coming out kind of stuff than actual like biological.
Question is, does he do like a weird weapons twist to this? I don't. That would be
where it's a crazy witch that the whole neighborhood knew existed the entire time and nobody ever acknowledged the entire time.
Yeah, something like that. Like that seems to be his instincts, and I don't know. I'm not a big weapons guy, but I thought the trailer looked.
Or maybe the zombies just run with all the arms behind him.
Yeah.
There you go.
But he's not the first. This has happened before where you get like a director with some name or some renown to do like an IP thing. And they're like, yeah, I've never seen any of those movies or any of that. And they just kind of bring they just do their own thing. It happened not long ago, but yeah, it just, it's not the first time.
That makes me wonder, is that what they want? Because they want somebody to give it something that they're not. Because to me, the Resident Evil movies have never been all that good anyway. But
well, it's people like Zach Kreger, and they'll watch whatever he makes next. And Resident Evil has some cachet, so
yeah, that title alone catches your attention. Yeah.
But so with that being, is this more like a Die Hard situation, whereas a script meant for something else? We're like, well, we put the name on there, we'll get more money out of this.
That wouldn't shock me at all. That does happen a lot.
Adds to the marketing of it. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. No Mila, no thank you.
Okay.
She got pulled. Now it's Kate Beckinsale, ironically, taking her place in that Twilight of the Dead. Romero's.
Oh yeah.
The last, I think it ignores Diary and Survival, but it picks up after Land, I believe, and it's going to be the last one that he wrote treatment for. She's going to star in that.
Well, Twilight was originally supposed to be the fourth one, like the one that he developed for like the 90s, right?
Yeah, I know it's on an island, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrote, I think right before he died, he wrote the treatment, supposedly. Now, how much of that is actually him at this point, I don't know, but
yeah,
I think it's kind of cool. Hopefully, they'll be able to go out with a banger.
Yeah, we'll see. Brad Anderson was supposed to direct it. That got me excited, and then immediately I heard he's not directing it. So that kind of sucks. Let's take a look at a couple of big, just potential blockbusters and see if you guys are checking out any of these. Is anybody going to see The Mandalorian and Grogu this weekend?
Nope.
Hell
No.
I had no idea it was even coming out this weekend. I've seen like really no promotion for it, no buzz, nobody talking about it. I had no idea it was coming out this weekend at all.
Don't make me watch an entire TV show to go to a movie. Like, especially, the Star Wars stuff's not very well received anymore. I might have gone and checked it out. I have A-list, so I'm not paying for it, but I don't want to have to sit through 20, 30 episodes of that show to understand what's going on. I think it's a terrible idea personally. And I've said it before, they're so lacking in creativity. Next thing they're going to do is just remake the original trilogy, the original being the 77 film. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. That'll be the next announcement. I bet you anything.
That'd be awful idea.
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe, June 5th. Anybody checking that out?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah. I'm on
that one's definitely on Jeremy's list too, for sure. Here's another one. I've not, no buzz, no excitement. Supergirl, June 26th. And this seems like it should be like a big deal. And I just don't see any kind of anything for it.
I'm a huge fan of the original. I know most people are not into it, but I love
old movie?
From '84. That one. Yeah. Oh,
God loves it.
That was good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I love that movie. So I was excited for the TV show when that came out recently, and I watched a few episodes, and it was fine, but it didn't hold my interest. Now I see the trailer for this one, I'm like, I think I'm not a superhero person, but I've always liked Supergirl, but it does not look good to me.
Yeah, the one little teaser trailer I saw for it, I was like, I've already seen Guardians. I'm good.
Every James Gunn movie now looks exactly like a Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like you've got to have the Star-Lord protagonist who's like, oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna listen to my retro music with my dirty jacket on and and the one-liners and stuff. It's all like it's all
too cool for school kind of thing.
Yeah. Like
the same movie.
The same thing over and over again. Yeah.
Is this
joke every 10.
Is this appealing to young people? I guess I honestly don't know.
It was for a lot of years, but right now I think the problem is Supergirl's a known superhero, but if you look at how some of these other movies have performed, I can't see that being a massive hit. I hope it is. I root for everything now. I don't, wish anything to fail because it's better if everything's making money, but it looked okay. I have no desire to see it, but I'm not the market. I'm not a big superhero guy either. I like Millie Alcock from House of the Dragon. She's good. She looks like she'll be a decent Supergirl, but I don't see how that's going to be a success. The bar is just so high for these Marvel things. Even Avengers at this point, what they must be paying in salary has to be insane. That movie almost, I feel like it has to make $1 billion, and it might. Yeah. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't care.
So let's see. According to Google, the budget on Supergirl is $200 million.
Whoa.
So you're talking about $500 million to be considered to even break even or even can make a little bit of money back.
Yeah, marketing on that, yeah.
They're spending so much money on these things. Let's see what's the budget on Mandalorian and Grogu.
Because I think the Superman movie did pretty good, and I saw that and I thought it was okay. It was fine. but it just made me think. I was like, maybe I've kind of aged out of this. What is really popular for this superhero stuff is just, I love these characters, but they just kind of don't hit with me anymore.
Yeah. According to Google, the Mando and Grogu is 166.4 million.
Oof.
That actually sounds low for a Star Wars.
For a Star Wars, yeah, but that's they're going to need what, at least 400 million to be considered even in the green at all for that one.
The reviews I've heard are mixed, but they said it feels like a two-parter for the show. Like that seemed to be a theme. I heard a lot of people say it felt like a longer episode, and okay, cool. I'll watch it on streaming then, I guess, if that's what this is. I can at least know what's going on because I can see the other stuff. So I don't know. Baby Yoda's not enough to get me to the theater.
I will say this about the show. I watched at least the first or maybe even the second season too, and thought it was pretty decent. Much better than a lot of the other Disney Star Wars stuff I saw. What season ended with deepfake Luke Skywalker coming and getting little Grogu? Was that season 1 or season 2?
I think that was season 2.
Okay,
I think that's
what
it was.
That was the last season I saw. But I thought it was a fun show up to that point, really. So, but a big feature-length movie, I don't know.
It's a desperation move because it's the last Star Wars thing that was positively received.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, I would rather they just set something like way in the future. Don't just give me the Skywalker story again. I don't want that. I don't want, I don't need the legacy characters. Just, it's a vast universe. Just create your own new space opera. And that's the way to go, rather than just beating a dead horse with what came before.
Oh, and by the way, tomorrow, I was invited onto Storybreakers. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, that's where the gentleman's name, his name is Chris, I believe. He invited me to come on to pitch a Star Wars horror movie.
Okay.
And so, but between that, we just sort of bounced ideas off of each other, and we came up with, I think, a pretty good Star Wars horror movie set in the past, but far enough in the past that it wouldn't mess up anything that's happening, with the other movies and stuff. So, that's going to be out tomorrow on my channel. So that actually turned out to be really fun.
Oh, cool! Sounds cool.
Sounds good.
There is I tell you, I've read a lot of the Star Wars books, and there is one about zombies. I think it's called Death. Is it Death Troopers? If I remember correctly. But there is a story that's more horror in the Star Wars universe.
No, that's pretty cool.
So is it about like an evil Wookiee? The Fur Awakens.
Yes.
And the
Wookiee breaks the one wish willow.
Exactly.
Not area. Comes
out. And then we've got the Odyssey dropping on July 17th. And now that movie has been the source of a lot of controversy on social media for some casting decisions. Now, this is, of course, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Looks like a big epic, and it's Christopher Nolan, and he's got a really good batting average. And anybody going to be seeing The Odyssey?
I haven't seen a trailer or anything else like that so far. I mean, I like several of Nolan's movies, but I don't know.
Well, what's caught the movie a lot of criticism is the casting. Elliot Page has been cast to play Achilles.
Has that been confirmed? Because
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed.
But
okay.
I heard that kind of makes sense if it is confirmed, because at this point Achilles is in hell.
Right. So it's supposed to be like this, the ghost of Achilles or whatever. And of course, the last time we saw Achilles on film, he was played by Brad Pitt. So
Yes.
there's a little bit of a difference there between Brad Pitt and Elliot Page. And the other rumor, and I don't know if this one's been confirmed or not, but Lupita Nyong'o has been cast as Helen of Troy.
That I believe is confirmed.
Okay. So apparently a lot of people of Greek descent are very upset about these casting choices, particularly hers. They've also changed the dialogue. If you see the trailer, at one point, Odysseus's son says, "My dad's coming home soon." And it's been a few decades since I read the Odyssey, but I don't remember the word "dad" being in it at all. And then at one point, Odysseus he hails the troops to follow him into battle by saying, "Let's go." And again, that's not accurate to the text, So there's been some changes made, I guess, to update it a little bit, and the casting has drawn a lot of people's ire. So I don't know. Do you guys care about the casting at all? Or hold on, are any of you Greek at all?
No.
No.
Think I've got any Greek? No.
Okay.
Geek, but not Greek.
Yeah, exactly.
I have heard Christopher Nolan said that this is his biggest movie ever. Because he shoots it in is it IMAX, and that's kind of a thing of the past or something like that, or cutting it together and the amount of film or whatever. But to me, the casting, I don't care.
Okay,
don't care.
Well, and he still shoots on film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I love him. He's epic. Now some of his stuff is really long. But it's really good quality.
Okay. So the casting, none of that is impacted your desire to see it.
Never crossed my mind.
I'm more curious about the movie itself, because with the language changes that you're telling me here, it almost sounds like this is a movie not about the actual Odyssey, but some kind of like retelling of the Odyssey. Maybe it's like a local theater group, maybe doing it kind of thing. I don't know. Like this, I don't know. This seems kind of weird.
Well, apparently it's not entirely based on Homer's text of the Odyssey, but there was a woman years ago who did a new translation of it.
Mm-hmm.
And she, I've not read it. I don't know. Everybody says online it's a very contemporary translation of it. It's a very for modern audiences translation of it, if that makes sense. So he's chosen that version to bring to the screen, not necessarily Homer's version, but that woman's version of Homer's version.
Yeah, oddly enough, with all the controversy around it, Matt Damon was the one that kind of, I don't know. I'm not saying disappointed. I was just kind of like, I don't know. Matt Damon's fine. I think if Elliot Page is confirmed as Achilles in that story, I have a feeling Elliot Page is in that for about 5 minutes, quite frankly. So it's not a traditional portrayal of Achilles. I don't think it matters. I mean, I haven't. In the past, Page, very good actor, and I don't have a big issue with it. If it was the same project that Brad Pitt worked on, no, physically that wouldn't work. You need, a more jacked person for that, a taller person. But in my head, in hell, I have a feeling there's going to be some special effects and makeup there anyways. So I don't think there's really anything there controversial or anything. Lupita's a pretty girl. Maybe not my vision of Helen of Troy, but I don't think that ruins a movie. No. I mean, the most beautiful woman in the world. I mean, that's kind of hard to live up to anyways. So I don't really have a huge issue. I think this movie is going to be a visual marvel for sure.
Mhm.
I definitely want to see it in my IMAX. And I mean, Nolan's got a pretty good record, I would say. I don't think the movie's going to suck. I really don't. I think it's going to be worth watching. And yeah, I'll check it out. I think people have a specific thing in their head that this is going to be Elliot Page doing heavy action stuff. And yeah, like throwing people around, and I don't think that's what this is. If you know the Odyssey, I think it's going to be a broken Achilles in hell.
Yeah.
I would love to see that though. I would love to
Yeah.
see Elliot Page with swinging the sword and just
Sure, why?
annihilating all these big huge
So
warrior
yeah.
dudes.
Yeah, exactly. So I was going to say, if this is a modern retelling, and we know he does kind of decent action and so forth on these kind of movies, is this a secret reboot of Crank?
I think you're onto something. I think you're really onto something there.
The
We need
runtime
Jason
for that was
Statham.
announced today. What do you think?
Oh.
it is?
How long is it?
What do you think? Take a guess.
3.5.
2.5 hours, 3 hours.
3.5.
I'm going to say 3.5. Yeah.
2 hours 52. Not bad.
Really?
Oh,
See,
That's
okay.
actually less for the
I figured-
Odyssey.
He's
I was
cutting
thinking-
back.
yeah, he's cutting back. Yeah, cutting back.
We just need
I-
Jason Statham now in the Matt Damon role.
That would be
So-
amazing.
Who's
That would
even
be
a
amazing.
Cyclops?
He could make that work, but only if he was like working a blue collar job before he became a Cyclops, and his circumstances put him there. And he's got to know martial arts, of course.
Of course,
Yes,
of course.
Of course.
Like here would be Statham as Homer, or it's not Homer, but Wily Odysseus. One of his men. Odysseus. That we're stranded out here. That'd be.
Cast him as Helen of Troy. Just confuse the shit out of everybody.
Yes. Now that would be sweet. That would be sweet right there.
What's your favorite Christopher Nolan movie?
Memento.
Oh, that's really good.
Memento is freaking awesome.
It's a
Mhm.
really good one.
Probably. I'd have to think a little, but yeah, that's what comes to my mind first.
You know, people always forget he did that Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. I didn't
You
forget.
know,
That's one of
and
my
those
favorites.
Yeah.
Those are phenomenal.
Mhm.
The Prestige.
Prestige
Yeah,
is really good.
Yeah.
And I know it's confusing as hell, but I love Tenet.
I never saw Tenet
Never saw that one either.
or the war movies he did. I never saw the war movies either.
Oh, I saw Dunkirk. I like Dunkirk.
Yeah, that was great. I like that.
Yeah, I like him because him and Tarantino. I like it whenever they use the same people. Like they know they got good actors and they keep putting them. Because I think this is Matt Damon's third movie with Nolan.
Yeah, Matt Damon's a good actor. I don't know. I can't even articulate why it disappoints me a little bit. Just not, I don't know, not the actor I wanted attached to that for some reason. But I would have liked. Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Nobody's
because all you
coming
can think of is Team America.
There you go.
Freedom costs $1.05.
Views Parallax has a question for us. What do you guys think of Studio Canal reimagining, rebooting The Howling?
Sure. Cool. I like a good werewolf movie. I don't think I'm expecting anything from that at this point. Remake the marsupials is what you need to do.
Ooh, I would love that.
Yeah.
I love the marsupials.
No more reboots. No more remakes. No more reimaginings. None of it. It needs to stop.
Originals.
I just want Howling 4, 5, and yes, even New Moon Rising, new Blu-rays, extras in a box set. Why is that so difficult?
Maybe tonight, Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh, well, I was going to ask you guys too. What do you has there been any reveals or any kind of rumors as to what those releases are going to be?
Our guess that kind of makes sense for Vinegar Syndrome is one of them's the Mangler.
Mhm.
It kind of fits some of the clues, which this is the first time I didn't do that $78 mystery pre-order. They've always gotten me before. And then the last time when it was Troll 2, I'm like, I could have nothing against Troll 2, but I could have waited for a sale for Troll 2. So Todd and I were talking. It's not inside info or anything, but I have a feeling it's the Mangler. And I can definitely wait until the next sale for the Mangler. So yeah, I'm just getting some stuff I need that's actually half off on this sale. So yeah.
The Mangler definitely makes sense. And I really like the Mangler. So I mean,
Yeah.
I think the only I've got that Scream Factory Blu-ray. So I mean, if this is a nice
That's what I got,
4K with some decent extras and stuff on it, I'll probably buy it. But I like the Mangler a lot. So
Is the Mangler like one of the goriest things ever? Because that's what they've been promoting as.
It's got some splatter in it. I wouldn't say it's the goriest thing ever, though.
Because
No,
some people
it's-
were thinking maybe Dead Alive or something.
Well, but they said mid 90s, so that wouldn't fit. That was
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
When was Dead
Oh,
Alive?
unless they're
Early?
lying. Huh?
When was Dead Alive? Was that 92 or something? Or was that our
92. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's not mid 90s.
Interesting.
You know, if it's 94, maybe they could get away with it, but not 92. And I don't think that would be a mystery title. That'll at this point that will be dropped and it'll be very expensive and everybody will buy it. So
Yeah.
I don't think that needs to be a mystery title.
And they'll do the whole Meet the Feebles, Dead Alive, and Bad Taste together in a box set, probably.
God, that'd be a pricey box set.
That'd be a pricey box set. Yeah. Like you've waited this long for it.
yeah.
You're gonna pay, and you we know you all want Dead Alive, but you got to take Meet the Feebles and Bad Taste with it.
I think those would actually sell quite well on their own too.
They would.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people are saying, "Please don't eat my babies" for the '80s title. I've never even heard of that one.
Me neither.
I thought that was made up or something.
Let's look
The
this up.
clues on the 80s title could be a million different things.
Yeah, it really could be. Yeah.
Yeah. 90s, like the way they put it, like, and I can't remember all the clues off the top of my head, but there's not as much. Certainly, if it's an American movie, I think Mangler fits it, even though they are overselling the gore in the movie. But
Yeah. So apparently, Please Don't Eat My Babies is also known as Island Fury. Dangerous men, desperate women, deadly treasure. Teenage girls are kidnapped and brought to a remote island which is inhabited by a family of crazed killers. How do you extrapolate Please Don't Eat My Babies? Or no, Please Don't Eat the Babies from that?
So it's about Epstein? Sounds
Maybe. Maybe. That sounds like an interesting one. Please don't eat the babies. Jeez. Anything else on you guys on your mind you want to talk about tonight?
No.
Ghost, I will say I read your review on Obsession, and I thought you made some good points with that.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you did a good job with that.
Thank you. Yeah, I need to reread it. I don't kind of don't remember what I wrote, but
He was so drunk. That's how he writes his reviews, just plastered.
Can we talk about Mortal Kombat 2?
Sure.
I don't want to spoil it, but I like the move that they made of killing people in it.
Yeah.
True. I know they're gonna bring them back because whatever.
Yeah.
But the fatalities and some characters I didn't expect for them to kill off. That I was like, oh, good, get rid of that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I loved that freaking movie, and I think it's a victim of it. They made it for $80 million, which I think is a lot to ask for a Mortal Kombat movie in a year where there's not a Mortal Kombat video game release.
Mhm.
And I don't think they were expecting Michael to be the juggernaut it was. So
Mm.
But yeah, I agree. They did all. It was such an improvement over the first one. It felt bigger. It felt more epic. The characters were better. The writing was better. The fights were better. There was a lot of humor in it. Yeah, and bloody and gory. That's what you want with those, with those fights. And you want to see people, get their heads turned into pancakes and get, stuff skewered through them, and that's Mortal Kombat. So
Yeah, you're right. It's some of the dialogue is whatever. Some of the acting is not going to blow you away, but they gave you what you want.
yeah.
And like you said, like almost every fight was really entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that fight with Liu Kang and Revenant Kung Lao was really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
And like it was like kind of emotional, and such a great fight. And then you've got the Baraka Johnny Cage fight, which was just hilarious, and the opening fight with Shao Kahn and King Jared, I thought was really well done. It really set the stage, and it was dark and moody, and like I really liked that movie a lot. So, and I don't know, we might not get a part 3. If we do, it's going to definitely be
Scaled down.
scaled down significantly. Yeah.
It's just got to make so much to get back. Like you said, it took 80 million for the production. Then you throw in another. What is the formula? Always half of what the budget is for marketing. Like is that the formula?
Well, and you also have to take into account that theaters take half. Theaters take half the box office. So I think I read somewhere for that movie to even like break even, it's got to do 200 million.
Oh yeah. That's going to be tough then.
And it's probably not going to do that, I don't think.
No, it's not. It's just one of those cases. I'm surprised they didn't anticipate Michael making money, because I had a feeling that would. I mean, I saw teens that weren't even alive when Michael was alive at this point that were doing TikToks out by the poster. So he's still very popular. And yeah, I think it's a case where if that movie came out at a different time, it might have done what it needed to do. But
it was supposed to come out last year in October, and they decided to push it either because they felt like it could be a big summer blockbuster because the test screenings were so good, or they'd made enough money that quarter that they wanted to push this one to this quarter, thinking that it would, whatever. And it's, it probably would have done a little better in October, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think it'll do really well on streaming. So we might get, if we get a part 3, it might be like a streaming movie, which I mean, they could still make a good one. It's not going to cost 80 million though. That's for sure.
No.
And Carl Urban was so good as Johnny Cage. I loved Carl Urban as Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of his for a very long time. I thought he killed it. There is, I mean, it's not Mortal Kombat, but if you want a good martial arts movie, there's one coming out called The Furious that almost looks like it's got quite a bit in the way of splatter too. It's been compared to The Raid. I think it comes out next month, but kind of meat and potatoes. Human traffickers take this guy's kid, and they just kill their way through the underworld to get him back. And if you see the trailer for that, holy crap, does it look good.
Got that Street Fighter coming out as well.
That looks cheesy as
I can't. It's like a little too over the top for me.
Yeah, that looks super cheesy.
Yeah.
I really like The Arrival. I like that movie a lot. I don't, I've got something. I don't remember if it's a Blu-ray or a DVD of it back there, but I know that it's got a Lionsgate Vestron thing and it's going to be expensive, but I like that movie. It's a good movie.
It's underrated. Actually one of the better Charlie Sheen movies of that decade.
Anybody going to pick up that Ginger Snaps restaurant? You got that one?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to.
Let's see if anything else is going on out here in the chat.
I might have missed it, but did you mention Disclosure Day? Spielberg's new movie
Oh
coming out.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That-
think is that June? I think when that's coming out.
Soon, man.
It's not July 4th weekend, is it?
June 12th.
June 12th.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a Spielberg fan, so anytime I haven't seen all his stuff recently, but I still support him.
What a time to be releasing that too.
Yeah, I know.
It's just so bizarre.
What
With all
what
the UFO files.
what's the movie about?
Disclosing that we're
Alien.
not alone in the universe.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It kind of looks like the government, or they knew about aliens long ago, and now it's finally coming out, or something like that.
Or
It's
they
got
are the government.
Yeah, I think Emily Blunt's the main actress in it.
Yeah. It probably is a psyop.
Yes.
Most movies are psyops. They really are. They really are. So it's time to wake up, people. Start listening to Alex Jones. He's been telling the truth the whole time.
That's right. Stu.
And everybody said he was a quack and a wacko. He was telling the truth the whole time.
I want to see Emily Blunt chased by frogs.
Gay frogs.
Gay frogs.
Gay frogs
Gay
in
frogs.
the movie.
How will we know they're gay? We just will.
We just will.
They'll rib it with a lisp.
There you go. I think that's going to make money too. Actually, I get that vibe. It'll be Spielberg's not a sure thing anymore, but I don't know. I don't think
timing's
that's
right.
up against anything. Yeah, I think the timing's right. I think that's going to be his first big hit in a while.
Yeah.
He's up there too in age, still putting it out too. That's all.
Yeah. He peaked with Jaws, and I mean, he's been trying to get back to that ever since. He just can't quite. He almost gets there. Just Hey, what's up, Daniel from Ireland? How you doing, man? How's everything in Ireland? Yeah, we talked about Passenger a little while ago. Dan's already seen it. Said it's the best horror movie he's seen in years. And
It's
Jeremy,
okay-ish.
Jeremy and I are going to check it out sometime this weekend. So, anything else you guys want to discuss before we call it a night?
There's a couple of movies I wanted to mention. Not that we need to discuss them, but a couple of summer movies that are coming out. I've mentioned them on the Discord, the Flesh Wound Discord, which I recommend you all go on. It's fun. Her Private Hell, which is the next movie from can't pronounce his name, Nicholas Winding something.
Winding Refn.
Okay, yeah. Supposedly it's like a slasher of some sort. And it's getting mixed reviews. I saw some really good ones, and it got a big standing ovation at Cannes. But then I saw some reviews today that said it was just dreadful. So I don't know. It should be interesting, but
Yeah,
like, keep
I
it
don't get a
dry.
vibe that it's meat and potatoes slasher, though. I think
Right.
there's a little more to it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It kind of looks like a neon demon kind of.
Yeah.
So if it adds a little horror to that, I'm definitely down. So there's that one, and then so that comes out the end of July, and then the next one from I can't know, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but the person who directed, what's it called? I Saw the TV Glow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice.
he has a new one. It's called Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, and the buzz is really strong for this one. So I'm excited. And that one's definitely a slasher, apparently. So,
Sweet.
yeah.
I
love
loved.
that TV Glow.
I did too. I love that.
That was
one.
good.
What was the next one? She's done two, right?
what was that? The World's Fair
World's
one?
Fair?
Yeah.
We're all going to the World's Fair.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen
did
that one,
see
but
that
I saw it as the TV Glow one. That was really good.
Yeah.
I
love
really liked We're All Going to the World's Fair too. Liked both of those a lot. I
Yeah.
think I might have liked World's Fair a little bit better.
Oh wow. Okay. I picked it up. I still need to watch it.
It's very well. I really liked it. I really liked it a lot.
Cool. Yeah, that got a good her new one got a good reception. I mean, I guess most movies get a good reception over there, but still, for those kind of movies, that's when it catches my ear a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay.
So yeah, I had no idea she had a new one coming out. That's cool.
Yeah, that one's August 7th for that one.
Okay. Don't think that one will be playing near me, but you know.
Watch it, will they? Still can't see Hokum.
Yeah, no. I mean, Obsession was near me, but Hokum, no.
So weird.
It is weird.
How many theaters are you like in your backyard, basically, at this point?
Just one in my backyard. And then the nearest one is about, well, it's about, one is about an hour and a half north, and the other one's about an hour and a half south.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Well, that's a trek. I understand.
That sucks.
But, you know, when we do go, we make a day of it because there's all other stuff that Jeremy likes to do, you know, comic book stores and bookstores and places to eat. So it turns into a whole big day.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
See, I'm kind of fortunate because it's like if I feel like I want to go and see something, I can go and look it up and I can hit it on my way home, or I just put on the comfortable shorts and then I like head there. You know, I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I think because we're both technically considered Atlanta area, we get most everything, so we're kind of spoiled that way. But yeah, so some of this stuff that we'll review on Flesh Wound, I almost feel bad because I feel like nobody's getting to see it because it's like even I have to go see it at like 8:30 on a weekday, you know, and that's the only time. But actually, it just depends where you are.
Let me correct myself. So there's a north. There's one that's about an hour away. It's a, I don't remember it. It's a Cinemark. It's pretty nice, but 30 minutes on from that is a really nice Regal. So if you're going that far, it's like just go ahead and go to the one with the recliner seats and, you know, all that stuff. That's what we usually do. So
I love the heated seat. That's a huge thing for me now. I seem like I'm always cold.
Well, see that's they've not adopted that at our fancy theaters. We got the recliners, but that's it.
Your theater has heated seats,
and it's got 3 different levels to it.
That's wild.
Yeah, you know, and they recline and everything like that. But the heated seat, oh man.
I've lived in some cold places and I've never experienced heated movie theaters.
Because I'm sure y'all see it. People bring in blankets.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, yeah, this is great. The heated seat, man.
I was at a theater maybe a month or two ago, and I swear they had it like 32 degrees in there. I was freezing my ass off in there.
Yes.
It was crazy. Like
I'm not comfortable.
Yeah, like I'm not comfortable. You know what I mean? Like it's too freaking cold. Like I'm sure there's some sort of, you know, maybe some hot popcorn will warm me up or some hot nachos, you know.
I think I like that it's cold though, because it's tough with these recliners now. It's like you can fall asleep pretty easily.
See, if I'm cold, I want to sleep. So like if I'm super cold, I'm like cold, but I'm like fighting sleep. So
yeah,
like I'm used to theaters being cool. But this one, for some reason, maybe I was just like right under the AC or something, but it was freezing me out. So,
yeah.
Let's see here. Daniel, we talked about Obsession earlier in the stream, so just rewind back a little bit. We talked about it for probably a good 30 minutes or more. Look at being 5 theaters in 20 minutes. Good Lord.
I probably got about 7 or 8 within 20 minutes. There's a lot still out here, but not unfortunately. It's like those small independent ones, not so much, which sucks.
I got 5 near me. One of them's just kind of like a repertory that they do screenings every now and then, but so it's really just 4 regular theaters.
So this guy's got like 50 screens within. Within a mile radius of him. Good Lord, bro.
I'm
Good Lord.
assuming you mean 24 screens, but just one. I'm assuming. Otherwise, wow.
Have any of y'all been to the theater where they show the movie on the sides as well? Have any of
Oh,
y'all seen that at all?
Mm,
Screen X or
Yeah,
D-Box?
Screen X. Yeah,
Screen
they
X, okay.
expand it out to where it covers you completely, not all the way around, but
Yeah.
no, not done that. I don't know
They
if I'd like
have
that or not.
Nice. That like there's one they call Prime now, and I think all that is like it's their biggest screen, like but it's not anything special. So
Yeah, I've not gone to that either. They haven't really played anything that I wanted to see, but I'm curious to see that whole, big screen thing.
Trekopedia, I've got something here for your nephew who's about to graduate. Hold on just 1 second. Congratulations to your nephew.
study your math. Key to the universe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's very true. All right. Well, let's call it a night there, gentlemen. Swaggy, where can we find you on social media?
I am on Instagram, and that's it. It's John's Cool World. And
Whoa!
then also,
Whoa! I almost made a horrible mistake. We haven't had a moment of swag.
oh,
He's like, darn it.
this whole thing was a moment of swag, Fizz.
No, we need a dedicated. I can't believe I almost went through this whole show without there being a moment of swag. There has to be a dedicated moment of swag. Swag us up.
All right, let's talk about something that we all carry.
Guns.
Guilt.
one wish, Willows.
Yeah,
One wish, fellows.
wallets.
Ooh.
Okay, whenever we all started out, we had the classic, the bifold. And if you have a really cool one,
What does that say?
Hey, motherfucker.
Swaggy, come on, man. This is
You
a
know,
family
so-
show.
you kept your cash, even though I don't have any cash here. You got plenty of room for your cards here, but times have changed.
Yes.
You know, now with digital, certain states they actually accept a driver's license on your phone, so you can add your Apple Wallet. You can have your driver's license, your cards in there. But now you can always switch up to something a little bit more slicker. You know, got the slim here.
Oh yeah.
Fold this over. You got your cards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice in here, you know. So what is basically what I'm saying is we can get away from the George Costanza wallet.
Yes.
You know, no more receipts in there. You know, now you could take a picture with your phone and put it there. You know, you don't need to carry 5 different credit cards. You got your one main one and your backup credit card. Always got to keep cash on you, because you never know whenever you're going to need some no paper trail. You know,
True.
you know what I'm saying?
It's
You
true.
know?
It's true.
So just keep that in mind. Keep it simple. Keep it slick. You know, slim here. You could go with the front pocket now, you know, or you can just go with straight cash and go with the money clip. Cash is still king. So
It's true. Very wise word, Swaggy, as always. The minimalist wallet is the way to go. It really is.
times have changed. Yeah.
Times have changed. The minimalist wallet is the way to go. For sure.
We don't need to carry a suitcase no more.
No. No, absolutely not. So yeah, the minimalist wallet is the way to go. And I'm so glad you brought that up, because ridgewallet.com/Piz. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say is I sorry, my power went out. The storm's been going on all crazy week over here. I'm having a good time because I switched over to a minimalist wallet a couple of years ago. I got one free with a cigar order I had. I've been using it for years. It's amazing. As well as I switched over from a minimalist keychain as well. That also works good too.
Yeah.
So I definitely suggest. I agree. Minimalism works wonder for your pockets.
Yes, absolutely. I've
Keychain, huh?
I've thought about doing the minimalist keychain thing.
Mhm.
I've thought about doing that. And
I'm
it does,
unfamiliar with that. I got to look that one up.
So that one is more like a pocket knife, but it holds all your keys on it.
yeah.
Is that where they all basically in a line?
Yes. So
Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I was it's in the other room, but I can grab it. It's like two sets of keys, got to move up and down, kind of stuff.
Yep. Okay.
And is anybody surprised that Cliff Booth wears a fanny pack?
Carry a lot of stuff.
I can see how they're effective, but I would not be seen in one.
I mean, where else are you going to hold your Feruza Balk club cards?
It's true.
That's true.
He can't fit all of them in a minimalist wallet.
No.
Or a billfold.
Nope.
Gotta have the fanny pack. Okay, well, Swaggy, where can we find you on social media? I know you said you're on Instagram. What is your handle on Instagram or your at?
Oh, it's John's Cool World, and then also to do a little bit of photography. So you can check that out as well on Instagram.
Nice. Ghost, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me at thedailyghost.com. I put up, movie reviews up there from time to time, and you can link from there to I do a music podcast also from time to time. So yeah, just thedailyghost.com.
Nice.
Very nice. Chris, where can we find you?
Mainly on X at Bonus Pretzel.
Okay, very cool. Dan, where can we find you, sir?
Flesh Wound Features here on YouTube. In fact, in about a half hour or so, we're going to do a Vinegar Syndrome stream. And cheap plug, if you're a wrestling fan, you can check out You've Got a Death Curse, which is our live pro wrestling tribute to summer slasher films, July 19th. And tickets are on sale now at fleshwoundfeatures.com. In fact, I think we're going to announce a certain sexy vampire tonight on the show that's going to be there causing some trouble. So check that out.
Very interesting. Okay.
That's hot. I like that.
Very hot vampire. Yeah.
Are you trying to tell us that you've signed Gangrel?
No. Gangrel is a handsome man, but this is a lady vampire.
Okay.
Oh, so no Danhausen.
Danhausen shows up where he wants to.
It's true.
When
he just appears,
We got to get some more human money so we can afford him. But,
yes.
Yeah. Those jars of teeth just don't pay the bills.
Yeah.
We do some shout outs here. Shout out to Chaotic World. Thank you for the $4.99, sir. Appreciate that very much. Let's see who all was with us here tonight. We got Alabaster Midge. Thank you for being here with us. Our old buddy Ben Grimm, Movie Eddie, Barney Likes Beer, Trekopedia, Scratch Burno, Sam, Daniel Mooson, all the way from Ireland. Thank you for being here with us. My old buddy Horror Orban, Views Parallax. Thank you. Let's see, who else did we have with us here tonight? Not If I See You First, Punisher, Batman fan. Orc was here with us tonight as well. Weston Warner, thank you for being here. Let's see.
Homer.
Oh God. Yeah. And I know Christian was here a little while ago. Shout out to Christian. My buddy Boogie Manny was here a little while ago. Shout out to him. Oh, there's Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
FX Star Lord, thank you. And thank you guys for being here and hanging out. I appreciate it. Always a good time spending some time with you guys and shooting the bull. So, and you guys have a great rest of your night. We'll see you again real soon. Drop a like before you leave, by the way, too.
Yep.
Take care. Peace.